7:47, and we are heading to the medical building. Today will be another long sessions. Every day will be a long session, starting from 8 a.m. to like 6. Yeah, so just walking there now.
So here is our sim man. What do you guys think sim man could do?
Blink.
Yes.
Breathe. Talk.
Breathe.
Yes.
Can he move? No.
Limited. He could convulse, yeah.
Okay.
But no move. Like if he gets up and walks, then I'll just forget. That definitely he cannot do.
Okay.
But everything else that we could do, probably sim man can do. He could tear, foam out of the mouth. He could urinate. He has all the pulses throughout the body like a real human being will have. So if you touch him, he will have the pulses where you will have a pulse. His pupils dilate and change and accommodate with light. He's fully intubatable. He is a high fidelity mannequin. So he pretty much could do what we could do.
He can vomit too.
Huh?
He can vomit?
Yeah, he could vomit.
Wow.
Can we make him make vomit sounds? He don't have any fluids inside, so he's not gonna actually vomit, but you could make him like do vomit sounds.
Well, not yet.
I was talking about the mom. No.
Oh. Almost there. The baby was born. It's a boy.
We don't know
So
what it is.
we're gonna give baby. Here we're supposed to clamp, cut the cord, right? We suction already. We did that as the baby was coming out. We're gonna give baby to mama, and another part is delivering the placenta, right?
Oh, yeah.
So what you're gonna do, you're gonna hear without pulling. You just wanna make sure that it's releasing. Give it time, and it should release by itself. And then you're just gonna aid it, just come out. So when the placenta comes out, it's important to check that it's intact and nothing else is missing from the placenta, because sometimes you have abnormal bleeding. It's that the mom won't stop bleeding and the bleeding won't like diminish, and that could be indicative that some pieces stay behind. So is your placenta complete? It's missing a piece, right? So then you will have to go and do, and that's stuff that we teach people, yeah, so that it will be stuck inside.
Both different ways. You can put the probe directly on top of the heart. You know your anatomy. You know where it's supposed to be.
Right.
So if you put the probe.
For some of these. That one has it, but there's some of them missing. Anyway, so this thing, what this does is it makes a connection between the outside environment and getting some tube in there. Now it has certain reasons why we do it. Number one, if anything obstructs this flow between here and down into this tube, which starts here in the back of your throat and goes into your trachea, into here and down into your lungs. What kind of things would do that? Let's say if you have swelling from an allergic reaction, so it closes everything up. Or you have bleeding from a tumor or a trauma. Let's say you're in a car accident, you hit your neck on the steering wheel. Well, that will swell up and bleed. It'll just close it off. Well, before it closes it off, we get one of these in here, and this is a hard plastic thing, keeps it from closing up, so we have a conduit between the outside and the inside. The other thing we use it for is that people stop breathing for various different reasons.
Right.
And so when they stop breathing, first thing we do is we start bag breathing for them. And so as you can see, we can do this. Any one of you want to do this 24/7? Okay? You can't. So since we can't attach this to a machine, what we do is we put one of these in here and attach it to the machine, and it serves the purpose. And then we adjust the dials of the machine, and we use that, and that's the way we keep people alive. Because what happens is a lot of times people stop breathing because they have some disease. Let's say if they have awful pneumonia or they have heart failure or something like that. While we're trying to treat that process like pneumonia or heart failure, they're breathing like this. like that. You try breathing like that for like 15 minutes, you'll just tire out and just stop breathing. Nobody can do it because the muscles used to open and close this, bellows in your lungs to get the air sucked in will just peter out. You just can't do this with your bicep for too long before you tire out. It's the same thing with the chest wall muscles and such. So this is why we have to learn this skill. And this skill is not an easy skill to learn. It's much more complicated. But what we're gonna do today, since we only have like 10 minutes to talk to you and show you these things, is I'm gonna show you how to do this, and then each of you can just go to a different section here and just play around with it, and I'm gonna come around and teach you all how to do it so you get the thrill of now when you watch TV. You can say, hey, I know how to do that.
Right. Yeah, help her with the.
Do you want it like this or you want it like this?
Can I use this dummy for her? Her dummy is the hardest. She just needs her confidence.
Hopefully.
Try the same thing.
Okay.
Like here. I'm from the right.
Didn't go? Yes?
Yeah.
I got it.
Hey guys. Say hey. So we just came from our session. Now we're going to lunch. How did you enjoy it?
It was great. I learned so many great things, so I'm ready.
Right, I know how to do intubation now, so
Yes,
catch
it was
me.
hard at first, but I got a hand on it.
Right. So now we're heading to lunch. I think I'm probably gonna get pollo this time. What you getting?
Pollo, most likely.
Yeah, hopefully the line's not long, because yesterday
Yeah, because that line was
extremely long. We couldn't even get pollo. I had to get Subway, and I don't like Subway, but gotta eat, so can't be too picky.
Jehovah's Witness thing that's going on campus. Crazy.
But yes.
I'm Arshel, but they call me AJ for short.
Okay.
So I'm going to school to become a pediatric psychiatrist.
I want to be a pediatrician as well. Not a psychiatrist, but just a pediatrician. Hopefully I could go ahead and do my own practice, get my own office. But they always say when you go to medical school, you get introduced to pretty much everything, and most people change what they want to do once they get in. So we'll see about that.
Can't wait to go through the rotation process to see what I really want to do, because like she mentioned, like people they want to be a doctor and then they get to the place and they're like, oh my gosh, this is not for me.
Right.
Hopefully the field that I want still remain for me.
Right. I mean, as long as you're determined, I think whatever field you decide to choose, that's the one you'll go with towards the end. But right now it's trying to get into med school. That's the main focus. Getting into med school, which we will,
Period.
Student today, doctor tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Period.
You try program at FIU is basically like this. Like it gives you like the upper hand.
So it's the end of the day. Today was actually a really fun day. My favorite part of today was really the clinical side of it. Everything we did with the intubation, birthing Noelle. Those are my favorite parts. And then I also love the MCAT session where the guy actually went into detail how to answer questions, actually did example problems. What about you guys?
Yeah, my favorite part was definitely the simulations and the clinical part, because we got to learn how to actually intubate, which is so cool.
Yes.
So
And I think we all got the skill now.
Yeah.
Now we could do any intubation. Give us a patient right now. We got you.
might not get you the first time too far there.
I know I got it. Kidding. But today was really good. And the food was amazing today.
Yeah.
We were assigned group presentations that will be due on Friday on what is it on?
Ours is on Kawasaki disease.
Right, so pretty much on really rare diseases that you can't find normally. But Friday's gonna be a little bit nerve-wracking. Tomorrow's our mock interviews. So not only do we have to worry about it presentation, but we'll also be worried about our mock interviews, but also this will help us when it comes time to the real thing. So now we kind of will know what to expect.
Yeah.
So I
And
think that's a
also-
perk.
It's a mock interview, but like it's still kind of chill.
Right.
Like when she said it was only gonna be 6 minutes, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, she said that a normal interview, at least for this school, would be 30 minutes.
Like 6 minutes is gonna be like 2 questions.
Yeah.
3. I feel like 3.
It depends.
Depends on
Depends on the.
how long you
Yeah,
take
yeah.
to answer because they want you to give examples for every answer. You know.
Yeah.
They just don't want you to say, "Oh, I'm working." They want you to say how.
Yeah, and I always elaborate and stuff because I feel like it makes the interview better. And they be like, oh,
Yeah, she's prepared.
yeah. And now we're walking back to the dorm, and you know, I'm in heels. Walking back to this. I've been in heels all day, and we've been walking up and down, up and down.
For real.
Okay.
Okay, so the comparison. So that's where the comparison will come into play. Okay, so pros and cons. Whoever does pros and cons, make sure you like